Lakers versus Nuggets, actual basketball analysis, because we probably won't do this for another couple days. So, what's your analysis? What do you think? What are you expecting from Game 1?
I think it's gonna be tough for LeBron. I don't think he's just gonna run wild on them. They got Torrey Craig, they got Paul Millsap, they got Jeremy Grant. I don't think he's just gonna run wild. Also, AD, I think defensively he'll be compromised a little bit because the things that he does best, which is protecting the. I mean, he does everything well defensively, but he's definitely a great paint protector. He won't be in there. And I'm gonna just say, Jared Dudley on Twitter laughing. You better be ready to play. You better make sure they're ready because Denver ain't no joke. And also Denver is battle tested. They done been in a 7-game series. Every single series they done been in the playoffs. So they not phased. And you get them down, they not gonna quit playing. I saw that.
Wow.
And you get them down, they not gonna quit playing.
Yeah.
This team believes.
Yeah, they believe. I mean, honestly, I feel like this bubble is literally almost every underdog except for the Lakers won.
So you gonna for real. So you gonna have to put together a full 48 minutes against this Denver team.
Yeah.
And guarding Jamal Murray, who doing it?
Nobody.
Yeah.
Cause we can talk about all we want. They didn't guard Harden.
Yeah, and also I will say this. This is one thing I'm not gonna do. I'm not gonna pick against the Lakers because I picked against them all year, and I think it's about time I show them their respect. The team I covered all year long that I actually thought would win the championship, that would pull it together, didn't do it. And y'all love to talk crap about me and say what you want to say. Say what you want to say about me on Twitter, whatever. But I always keep it very, very real. I always keep it G. And when I'm wrong, I apologize. I thought the Clippers and the Bucks would make the finals. Obviously, they were both two very emotionally weak teams with two emotionally weak superstars. And I got mad respect for PG and Kawhi as people, but they let me down. They let themselves down. And honestly, they let LA down. And they let anybody that ever wanted to see something historic happen down. And then you could talk about home court advantage, this and that, but at the end of the day, I watched Kawhi Leonard average 29 points per game through the first, 8 games of this playoffs. So it's 10 games of the playoffs. The last 2 games, his average got to be 8 or 9 because he didn't, or 12 because he scored 10 and 14. That's on him. But T, what do you think? What do you think about the Lakers? I mean, obviously you hoop and stuff. So how do you feel about what the Lakers can do? What do you think about them?
In this series, I think it's going to be definitely a challenge. I look at the Lakers team as a LeBron and AD and the guys, so the buck stops with them. Obviously they got other NBA players.
Yeah.
I don't really believe in anybody on the Lakers besides LeBron and AD.
Okay.
So with that being said, it's still LeBron and AD, so that counts for a lot. But I'm excited for this series. I don't think it's going to be a walker. I think the Lakers probably knew how they were going to play the Clippers more than they know how they're going to play Denver, honestly. So
honestly, do you know one of the funniest part is because they probably was getting ready to wrap up their series with, with Houston, they probably man, they going to quit anyways. Let's just start preparing a little bit, get the little notebooks before the series when y'all up 3-1. Bron I ain't losing, I ain't going out like that, you know what I mean? And they've been mentally in their head preparing for the Clippers for all this time, and that's oh no, now y'all got to watch Jokic film for the next 48 hours.
Yeah.
I don't.
They got to start watching.
But I will say
now.
this: the Lakers and the Nuggets, the Nuggets and the Lakers both have size in the front court. What do you all think about that?
It's gonna be definitely another series where, obviously that last series, JaVale and Dwight didn't get that much tick because it just didn't really account for that. They didn't need to play in that series like that. Yeah. But definitely it's gonna be different lineups than the last series from the Lakers for sure.
Yeah,
it's gonna be interesting to see the different lineups they put out. But if you play that game and Denver really finds their stride and find the lineups that work, it's gonna be a long series for sure.
I still don't know how much Dwight and JaVale can play.
Really?
Yeah.
To be honest,
I don't know about that.
Did you see what happened to Zoo and Trez? I don't know if you can play traditional bigs against Jokic and find success.
Which honestly, I feel like if we wind up with a Heat Nuggets finals, I wouldn't be surprised because I think actually the Heat, and actually that's going 7. Because I think they are the only team in the NBA equipped to be able to defend Jokic because they got Bam, they got Iggy, they got Crowder, they got Kelly Olynyk, they got Myers Leonard. They got a lot of guys. So yeah, it's I can't believe the Clippers went out. The Clippers really went out like this, man. This is sad, bro. That clip pack is really in the air right now. It's blowing strong, bro.
Like I said,
that clip pack is in the air, G. That clip pack stronger than that OG Kush right now. I think
they just have to rework their team, man. Like I don't think they can get the. Shout out Glass. He always talks about getting the best out of all CPG. Look at them and shit. Like I don't think that offensively they can get
champagne.